All we hear is about Paddy the Baddie, Paddy the Baddie.
Listen, Paddy's one of those guys that everybody talks shit about, and everybody wants to fight him, and everybody wants to call him out, and he keeps winning.
I'm the new cash cow. I'm the new main man on the UFC roster. Do you know who the boy is?
Everyone was calling Paddy the Baddie the next big thing in UFC. Swagger, $1 million smile, and a fan base that worshipped him. But in just 31 seconds, everything changed. One slip, one rant, and his entire reputation was gone. This is the full story of how one moment destroyed Paddy Pimblett's reputation, and why some fans still haven't forgiven him. Before the eventual fall, Paddy Pimblett was living the dream. He wasn't just winning fights, he was winning hearts. With his thick accent, wild mop hair, and his zero-filter confidence, Paddy became a viral sensation.
Declaring the winner by TKO, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett!
I'm here with the winner, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett. Paddy.
What did I tell you, Mike? Me and you will be having this conversation after the first round finish.
He was nicknamed Paddy the Baddie, and the UFC loved him. Big personality? Check. Big numbers? Absolutely. Even articles called him the next Conor McGregor. Everyone loved his energy and his wild confidence.
It was never gonna go wrong. This is my destiny. I'm here. I've got the personality, I've got the look. The new king's here, lad.
And for a while, it worked. Paddy had a YouTube channel pulling in millions of views, and one hilarious gimmick was his insane weight gains between fights. His fight vlogs and his legendary weight gains between his bouts, ballooning from 155 pounds to over 200 pounds, turned him into meme gold, earning the nickname Paddy the Fatty.
What do you reckon you weigh right now?
About 200.
And fans loved it. He was relatable, he was funny, and he was still winning fights. Even Dana White hyped him up as a future star, and Barstool Sports signed him to a 7-figure deal. By late 2022, Paddy looked unstoppable. 3 straight UFC victories, 2 in the first round. People thought that he was unstoppable. But there was one small problem. Paddy had never fought a single top 15 opponent, and yet the hype was so real that nobody cared until everything started falling apart. In December of 2022, Paddy was set to fight Jared Gordon at UFC 282. This was supposed to be his breakout. Beat Gordon, crack the rankings, and cement the hype. He was on top of the world. And then came the podcast. Just 2 days before the fight, Paddy sat on his podcast with Dana White and let the arrogance spill out. He made the biggest mistake of his career, launching a 4-minute rant against journalist Ariel Helwani, calling him a maggot and accusing him of exploiting fighters for money.
I hate all these journalists, especially the ones what earn off us, you know what I mean? Like Ariel Helwani in particular. Like, he loves earning money off fighters. Yeah. Like, every decent job he's had, he's been sacked from. You know what I mean? Like, and now he's just a biased content creator. Yeah. You're a content creator, Ariel. You're not a journalist. Stop lying. You're very biased in what you do and what you say.
Problem was, it was all factually wrong, and Paddy didn't expect Ariel would respond and completely obliterate him. Ariel didn't clap back with insults, he came with facts. Every single claim Paddy made was exposed as a lie. In a 75-minute video, Ariel shredded every claim that Paddy made.
The clip, but I think it's important to note that everything that was said was a lie, including those 2 things.
And he wanted me to really let go of that paid interview to do an interview with him.
Right.
For BT Sport, what he's getting paid for.
Pause it right there, Frank. So, now let's get to New York. This is where everything went sideways. And this is where I think it's important to really bring out the receipts. Because what he just said right there is an absolute bold-faced lie. A 1,000% lie. What you just heard right there was a lie. I expect more from him than to regurgitate the same old bullshit that the likes of Brendan Schaub put out. Got sacked from every decent job that I have. Let's talk about the jobs that I've had. I ain't paying for shit. That's not how this works. You don't pay for coverage. That's not how this works. Does Joe Rogan pay his guests? Did Oprah pay her guests? Did Larry King pay his guests? Do the Smartless guys, do they pay their? No, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. Now, if you're upset about the fact that you come on my show and I'm getting paid to do the show.
It wasn't trash talk. It was a calm, surgical humiliation, and fans, they loved it. Ariel's video pulled in over 29,000 likes to Paddy's tanking ratio. Memes flooded on Twitter. Paddy just got choked out by Ariel Helwani without a cage. For the first time, fans started questioning Paddy's character, but things were about to get even worse. And if you guys are loving the content so far, then subscribe to the channel and also turn on those bell notifications so that you can stay up to date with all the latest from the MMA world. But right now, let's get back to Paddy the Baddy. On UFC 282 in December of 2022, officially Paddy Pimblett was set to face Jared Gordon, while Ilia Topuria was lined up against Bryce Mitchell. But once the press conference started, all bets were off. The rivalry between Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria couldn't remain a secret anymore. It exploded on the mic. Paddy came out swinging verbally, mocking Topuria and calling him obsessed. Ilia didn't blink. He fired back with pure venom, promising to crush Paddy's face right then and there. He even spoke about slapping Paddy in his own country and strolling like a king through Liverpool.
That was some chorizo, a Spanish sausage.
Oh, he's so different.
Your boy over there.
When he see me coming, he go to the back doors.
He's obsessed with me, lad. It's heavy.
Shut the fuck up.
He hasn't stopped tweeting about me all week, lad. He needs to sort his life out.
Has it been difficult being around Paddy backstage?
I haven't seen him, lad. I haven't seen him all week. The UFC have kept us apart.
When he see me coming,
because you know, when I saw him last time, he got an hand sanitizer bottle bounced off his foot.
I don't understand you anything. Back in the flouty, like what?
Hand sanitizer, boy.
Fuck you, fucking mushroom. Yeah. You wanna talk to me like a man to man?
Name, lad. You're known as hand sanitizer, boy. You little mongrel.
You want to talk to me like the man to man? You said something about me. I went to your country. I slap your face. I get at the waist and grin. I walk like a king in your street.
Are you talking English?
What you did? What you
Is
did?
that English?
Man? Yeah, of course I do.
Speak English for the people,
Shut up.
Not German or Spanish like you're from.
I'm talking in English, and fuck you in English. Y que te follen en español.
From there, it was chaos. Spanish sausage, hand sanitizer boy, mushroom. The insults flew faster than any of the jabs that night. Ilia even stood up, ready to throw hands on the stage, and Paddy egged him on. The room was one spark away from turning into a full-on brawl. This wasn't a press conference, it was basically a street fight with microphones. And just a few hours later, Paddy walked into the cage, but what happened next would have a lot of fans questioning how good Paddy Pimblett really was. When fight night finally came, Paddy walked out confident, expecting an easy win, but instead, he spent 3 rounds getting pieced up by Jared Gordon.
That was a strong low kick by Paddy.
Oh, now the right from Jared's a little more tight.
Paddy's very good off of his back. Jared's got to mind his P's and Q's, even though he's on top. But this is big for him.
Gordon ducking that head as he comes in, but landing.
The bell rings, and the world knows that Gordon won. 23 out of 24 media scorecards scored it for Gordon, and 80% of Twitter polls said that Paddy lost. The arena was buzzing with disbelief. No one thought that Paddy Pimblett would actually be dominated like that, until Bruce Buffer read the judge's decision.
For the winner, by unanimous decision, Paddy!
The crowd erupted in boos. Even analysts called it the biggest robbery of the year. But Paddy's reaction? That's what broke everything. When Joe Rogan handed Paddy the mic, he went on to put the final nail in the coffin.
That was a close one.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't close. You just consoled me in the fight.
Then came the killer line.
But no what, Joe? Have you consulted me manager and see how much you're paying me for this interview?
Silence covered the entire arena, and in just 31 seconds, Paddy turned from a fan favorite into an arrogant villain in many fans' eyes. The backlash was immediate. I can't believe Paddy wanted fight of the night. He already got the gift of the night. What an arrogant guy to say it wasn't close after he just got gifted the decision. And then came the press conference, where Paddy's arrogance hit a new level.
Everyone's got an opinion, lad. The opinions are arseholes. You know what I mean? Everyone's got one. I know I won that fight, simple as. I deal in facts, lad. And
social media immediately exploded, lost all respect for the Paddy. This guy is delusional. Fans, they didn't buy it, and neither did Gordon, as he went on to tweet, "I was robbed, and everyone knew it." And overnight, Paddy went from the next Conor McGregor to MMA's biggest meme. Overnight, Paddy went from the UFC's golden boy to a meme, and the hype train just crashed. People started uploading videos mocking his losses, pointing out how overrated he was, and within weeks, his reputation took a major hit, with fan support visibly declining online. Paddy Pimblett exposed worst robbery in the UFC's history. Clips of him getting rocked went viral. Analysts openly said he's not ready for the top 15. Fellow fighters piled on, calling it a gifted decision and calling him Dana's golden boy. The hype train was completely derailed, even Paddy admitted.
The amount of times I've been told I lost that fight, even though the only people that matter scored it for me, the 3 judges, it's mad. The last year has been quite hard, to be honest, lad. The amount of people that have just been giving me hell on socials and online and stuff like that, know what I mean?
He thought a fight with Tony Ferguson could fix it, but Tony had lost 6 in a row. Even Paddy knew deep down that a win wouldn't mean much, but he needed redemption. Paddy disappeared for months. Then he reemerged in late 2023 to fight Tony Ferguson, a legend, but on a 6-fight losing streak. The stakes: win and silence the critics, lose and the career freefall becomes permanent.
Early in the fight, it was the striking of Paddy Pimblett that really put him ahead.
Paddy dominated early on, beating Tony Ferguson, and this time his post-fight interview was pretty humble.
This fight for you kind of wanted a redemption, and you got that opportunity tonight against a legend.
An absolute legend, no. Everyone give a round of applause. Let's cheer for Tony Ferguson. Legend, absolute legend of the sport, legend of my division, and it's a honour to share the cage with him. And Jesus Christ, man, how did he survive that first round there? I blew me load trying to get him out of there.
Fans noticed the change of heart, and comments read, "Officially off the Paddy hate train. Humility goes a long way." Many fans softened their stance, praising his humility, though his superstar aura didn't fully return. At 30 years old, Paddy still has time to prove himself, but the days of being UFC's next Conor McGregor are surely over, and Paddy even admitted, "I'll probably never answer questions again in a post-fight interview about my actual fight until I watched it back. In my own head, I'd done well in that fight. Then I watched it back, and it was a completely different fight than what I had in my head." Right now, Paddy sits 10th in the lightweight rankings, coming off an impressive victory against Michael Chandler, and now there is rumors swirling about his next fight. Many fans are hoping that he'll get the opportunity to fight against Ilia Topuria. Will that fight happen? We don't know. But here's the truth. That 31-second arrogance still haunts him till this very second. He's trying to rebuild that humility, but every viral clip, every Ariel Helwani meme, and every robbery debate keeps pulling him back. 31 seconds can matter more than 31 days, especially in the era of callouts. But the next chapter depends on what he does from here. Is Paddy Pimblett destined for a redemption arc or another downfall? Is he going to get that fight that he wants against against Ilia Topuria? We don't know, but you can let us know down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this breakdown, then hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on those bell notifications so that you never miss another MMA-filled video. I'm Ty, and I will catch you on the next one.